Hello and welcome back. Hope you enjoyed them. A few little highlights, especially the Cadets game. That was a fantastic result, 7-1, especially going a goal down after 6 minutes. Garcia with 2, Majeski with a hat-trick. He played a game, he wanted more game time, so we gave him more game time and he duly delivered. Raskin scoring as well and Santos making his debut and scoring from the left hand side. Followed that up with a 2-0 win against Alaves. Dolan and Majeski scoring yet again, and then Garcia netting a brace against Zenit in the group stage, which means we did unbelievably finish top of the group. Monaco lost to Borussia Dortmund, so which enabled us to nick top spot, so we are first seeds. We will be seeing the draw after this next game, I believe, but if we just have a look through all the tables very quickly, let's go through all the groups. Arsenal and PSG both qualify quite handsomely. Arsenal unbeaten. Very well played to them. Roma and Man City qualify. Valencia do miss out, however. There's our group. Sevilla, we do finish top amazingly. Marseille finish top above Real Madrid. Real Madrid, who did they lose to? Napoli and Marseille. So Napoli must have been the last game of the groups. Liverpool and Porto. Liverpool 6 for 6. The English clubs are going great guns in this competition. Bayern and Inter going through in that group. Milan and Barcelona. Barcelona did lose a game, but that was the first game they lost, wasn't it? Was that to Milan? 2-0. That's the first game, and then they just went and won like they have been in the league. And then we have Schalke and Everton going through. First we got Vigo, and then we got Levante as well, and I think the draw's in between. So if we head off. Also, before we move, we have made a transfer, a future transfer. It is this guy, Steve Bileg from Dortmund. We nicked him from Dortmund, quite cheap as well, about going up to 17 million, I think it is. A left back, and I think hopefully he's going to challenge Fernandez, the left back position. He probably starts ahead of him, but let's just have a little compare. There's not much in it, to be perfectly honest. Speed and vision is on Bileg's advantage, but defended, which is probably more needed. There's only one off on the physical, so it's pretty much even Stevens all the way along. First game up, we have got Vigo first. The table, we are in 5th. Villarreal jumping ahead of us now on goal. Is that goal difference? It shouldn't be goal difference. That's not right, is it? Unless it's because Villarreal beat us. I think that's probably what it is. But 5th spot all the same. A win will drag us into 3rd ahead of Atletico, providing they don't win. But Barcelona are just, they're just steaming ahead now. It's I don't think there's any catching them whatsoever. But we're not halfway yet. Not yet. Alexandre has dropped in the tables. He's still on 13 goals. He's not really done much in the past few games. We're going to have Valencia in goals. Sanchi, Ando, Blanchard and Fernandez at the back. We've got Fofana and Arribas in the centre. Osuna and Grenell with Majeski and Alexander. Majeski, he's playing brilliant at the minute. He's scoring goals, which is what we wanted him to do. And he's playing mainly because Garcia's gone and got himself injured. He's out for 3 weeks. Pulled ligaments. Yeah, not the best time to go, but then again, we are playing against teams that we should be beating relatively easy. It's a tough game against Zenit, though, I must admit. We did lose Dolan. He got himself sent off. Just hopefully it doesn't happen in this game either. Another corner, free kick this time. It's in the box. We're getting it away. Clear it. Oh, it's another cracking stop by Valencia. He's earning his money this game. And Vigo are really coming at us. I'm not too best pleased about this at the minute. We do header it well. We'll go to balanced for the time being, but really want to push forward and we're going to get creative at the same time as well. Alexander heads in straight to Osuna. Fofana now. Arribas, he's not really done an awful lot, but it looks like it's a corner. Was it a deflection? Was it a save? Who knows? Arribas now with another corner, and wow. Ball goes out this time. It's a throw-in. It's Sevilla's throw, which we're not going to see. Vigo now with the ball in their pink, purple, lilac, whatever kit it is, and we do intercept it through Arribas, but they get it, win it straight back. Alexander was just asleep in a little bit there, and it's a good block by Grenell. Well back, son, and he pumps it up again. Loose ball. We header it back. Majeski now picks it up. He's playing really well last couple of games, so he's taking his opportunity well, and Grenell cuts inside Majeski now. He's at back heels. Grenell, Alexander turns. He's going to have a go, and he really needs to get his shooting boots back on because we're short of goals. Again, cross comes in over the bar. Is that tipped over now? I think it was over the bar, so that's okay. But they are on top of this game, which isn't impressing me at all. Arribas now with the ball over the top. Majowski's in and goal. Alexander's waiting, but Majowski doesn't need him. That's his 6th goal of the season, and I'll tell you what, I don't think we need another forward. Majowski is doing the job. He's not getting into the Polish side because he's not been getting the games, but these last few games where he scored a hat-trick, a goal against Zenit as well, and well, I think he scored against Zenit, whereas one of the games he scored 4 goals in the last 3, but now that's another one added, so it's 5 goals in 4 games, something like that, and it's half time, which with the early teams playing at the moment. 58% possession. Vigo, that's rather worrying. Straight back into it. Just told him to keep focused on what's happening, and we just don't want it to don't let it go to their heads and get complacent. And that's, wow, Grinnell. Was it Grinnell? It's the back of the net, but offside. Why was it offside? He's disallowed it for what? Who was offside? Nobody was offside. That's onside. Is that Blanchard? Blanchard was offside possibly, but not when the ball was kicked. Arribas now. Let's search for that second goal. Might just ease the pressure off a little bit as Anchi comes forward, and ooh, that's close. Alexander just needs to get his finger out, I think. That should be ours underneath it, but Arribas is playing really well. Gets to the ball first. He is about 28 years old, so he's doing really well in this young side. And at some point, we are going to have to think about where we go with this. Because Alexander, foot in, nice. So with 2-0, that's his 20th of the season, and finally he gets onto the score sheet and 14th in the league. But that's a crunching tackle there on Grinnell, but it was Fernandez who picks it up to Fofana, and Fofana with the through ball, and he just gets a foot in straight through the goalkeeper. Whew, 4 minutes on the clock in the second half, and we go through. I think they're looking at it. You know what? That to me is offside, but not the other goal. But we're not going to argue. Osuna, Kitchberger can come in there. We just made that one substitution for now. We want to rest our players as much as possible. Arribas in the centre to Fofana. They're playing really well together. They're complementing each other nicely. There's Alexander. He doesn't score for ages, and then 2 come at once, just like the buses. That is consolidation at its finest. His 21st of the season. His 15th goal in the league. He needs is it another one to get back on top goal scorer? Goalkeeper Lunin, sorry, needs to well, questions are going to be asked. That is going to be our 10th victory of the season as well in the league, so that's all well and good. Let's keep a clean sheet. We're not keeping many of them. We do head it away early. As far as Fernandez is that. Wow, who are these guys? Tomo comes forward, the back heel, so this looks like it could be heading for a goal. No, we get a block, and Goreto gets it, plays it back inside to Hurtado. Fernandez plays it out. Why? We're just standing there. I mean, back post, we definitely need, well, Fernandez I think is getting rather complacent at left back. And he's offside, referee. He's offside. Oh, it has been disallowed, actually. It has been disallowed. But Fernandez did leave him. So that's great stuff on our part. We're on the verge of keeping a clean sheet. Whew. That was very, very close. A minute of added time to go. And Dolan, is he going to have a crack from there? Probably not. Raskin, Dolan, just going to play 1-2 to run the clock down. Raskin, is he going to have a go? Dolan have a go now. Alexander hat-trick. Wow. Look at that. He doesn't do nothing for a few games and he does this. Just when you think, you know, is there something wrong there? He needs to go and have a rest. And he goes and does that. Wow. That's why we paid big money for him. And I don't mind blowing all my budget on this young lad. He's got a bright future ahead of him. And Alexander the Great. I'm going to nickname it Alexander the Great, I think. Alexandra the Great. I think that's worthy. In fact, I'm going to do that now while I remember. Let's nickname him. Well, it's not really a nickname. We're just going to call him the Great. There we go. Alexandra the Great. I mean, I think that's quite good, isn't it, really? But yes, 4-0. Sevilla 4, Vigo 0. And yeah, 9.6 player of the match. Alexander the Great. Nothing needs addressing after that. We'll just serve to say well done, lads. It's a good win. It's an expected win. But that does put us into 4th spot. 3 points ahead of Villarreal. And just behind the both Madrids and Barcelona. So it's a familiar story at the top of the table. To probably what it is now. Right then, the draw for the Champions Cup first knockout stage is alright. Sevilla have been seeded. Well, let's review it, and we are in the first part, so we are going to be missing out from Arsenal, Liverpool, Marseille even. I really wanted to play Marseille, Schalke, Bayern, Milan and Roma, but who are we probably expected to play? Monaco, we won't, I don't think we will play them. Everton, Inter, PSG, don't want to play, or Man City for that matter. Real Madrid, we should admit, but well, it could be anybody, couldn't it? Right, let's draw. First team out, Barcelona. It shouldn't be us. I will play Liverpool. Okay, that's fine. That's going to be a tough ask. Inter. Well, we'd like to play them. No, we'll play Schalke. Okay, who's next up? Porto. That will be a really good draw for us, I feel. They get Milan. Okay, we're running out of teams to play. Who's up next? It's going to be one of these guys. It's going to be a tough game. Either Real Madrid are at home. They shouldn't really be playing us, I don't think. No, they get Arsenal. That's going to be tough for Arsenal as well. Wow, we could see the English clubs going out here. Right, who is next? So there's Everton, PSG, Man. Please let it not be PSG or Man City. Right, okay. It's PSG. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, we'll draw the rest of the teams now then. Man City will play Bayern, Monaco will play Roma, and Everton have got Marseille. We've got to overcome PSG. Oh dear. Is it two-legged? Please let it be two-legged. It needs to be two-legged, I feel. Oh, it is. It is over 2 legs. Phew. For some reason, I thought it was going to be a one knockout. I think it is in the Europa, but I'm not so sure. But we have got a long wait for the PSG game. In the meantime, after that win against Cadiz 7-1, we did draw Real Hispalis in the Spanish Cup 5th round, so we're going to have a long wait before the next game, that's going to be sure. Let's move along to Levante now then, I guess. With PSG waiting in the wings, it's going to be a bumper payday for that. Levante next up. There's not many changes to the side. Dolan comes in for Arribas, Kirchberger and Moreno out on the wings, and everything else is as it is. Moreno will welcome him back. Santos is not registered, but we have put Enrique on to the transfer market. We're not using him. If we use anybody, it will be Diarra if he doesn't get a game. I suppose he'll get a little bit more Mardia than Enrique would. But Rivera is going to go back to the B team when we bring him that new signing. But apart from that, the side I feel is strong. It is strong. It's just probably the formation just isn't the best. But we're just missing that person in there. But we'll play as it is. We are playing against Levante, like I said. We are 5th in the division. Barcelona drew. They dropped points. And I think Real Madrid drew as well. It would be nice to get a little bit closer to them. If we can get a victory here, that would be absolutely fine. He's on his own up front. 9 goals. Okay, Alexander, how many you've got? 22 and 22. Marvellous. And Majowski, what have you got? 6 from set. So we've got forwards that are on form. Alexander the Great, as he is called now, he likes scoring hat-tricks. I think that's his 3rd hat-trick of the season. He did score earlier on in the season. And we're attacking already. And Dolan hits the post. Marino this time smashes it, gets blocked. And that's a very, very good start. First couple of minutes of the game. Couple of points behind Atletico. Oh, if we manage to get a win, but we just need goals, and that's in. Alexander the Great scores his 23rd of the season, 4th in 2 games. Is he going to get another hat-trick today? Comments down in the section below. Is he going to do it? How many hat-tricks do you think he's going to get between now and the end of the season? Bearing in mind he's already got 3. I'm going for another couple of hat-tricks, I feel. It could be more. I would like it to be more, but he is already up. Ando with a free kick. We know what he's like for free kicks. I mean, that's a good start. Majowski, why don't they just spin round and hit it back into the box? That's on the line. We don't want to see that. But it's a good goal kick. Blanchard, it's a poor header. Straight, ambitious. Torres. That's why you've only got a couple of goals to your name, my friend. if you shoot from that distance, it's just ridiculous. And saying that, I probably... No. I thought there was going to be a penalty then. But not this time. And we do nick it. Marino comes away with it. He has come back from injury. But look, it doesn't look like he's been injured, does it? Training, running like a train down that line. But we are not on top of this game, even though the highlights suggest otherwise. Fernandez, ball in, back post, nobody there. Sanchez should pick it up. To Fofana, has a go. Goalkeeper with a brilliant save. He does get his hands onto it, or a hand onto it, or a fist even. But Marino with a... Wow, that could have gone anywhere. We're looking to get Alexandre another couple of goals. Ando just calmly brings it down from the goal kick. And Derlin now has his come past the halfway line, passes to Kitchberg, who's run into space. And was it really worth having the shot there? I don't think it was. He should have looked for the opening somewhere. But 1-0 isn't enough. We need another one before half time, preferably. We are hunting it for it though. Zanchi again, Kitchberger. We're looking for the runner, but I don't think we're going to go down that side. We're going to go the left hand side. Alexander the Great plays it in, but he's just not quite getting it to his partner. Majowski's been quite quiet, so I wonder if he's going to get on the score sheet as well. Marino, lovely bit of play, and that's a lovely finish. I mean, that's his second goal of the season, but it's just sheer brilliance as it's being described. What can I say? This side is really good. When they're on fire, they are on fire, and you just can't deny them this at all, can you really? Fofana to Marino, and Marino just skips past his man and just rockets it in there. The goalkeeper, questionable, but we don't really care at this point, do we? So prove a point. Do we really need to prove a point at this point? 17 shots to their 2 already. Are we going to get over 30? I think so. I think we should get over 30. We've got 18. Last 40 minutes. 44,700 there today. I think we're going to pause it. We're going to make a substitution now. Who's not playing at their best? Lasuna can come on. And Moreno, he's playing well. I'm not going to take him off. He's being a handful for them. And I want to bring in Erebus as well. We can put Erebus for Dolan and put them two guys together. Can we keep a clean sheet for the second game running? Miguel now with the ball. We got away with it last time. Can we get away with it this time? And they're playing around with it. Referee, time's up. We're going to get tackling. That should be it now, ref, surely. Miguel has it once again to Sia. Oh, that's a good tackle. It blocks it, and that's enough. It is now. It is Sevilla 2, Levante 0. And Marino must be man of the match. He is with an 8.3. Very, very disappointing that nobody else stepped up. But 27 shots in the end to their 4. We are 3 points ahead still of Villarreal. Really, it's just the top 5 running away with it. It is going to be a fight for second spot unless we miraculously somehow beat Atletico, Real and Barcelona. That is a very, very good month. December is proving to be very, very good. We have got Real Hispales coming up in a couple of weeks, but it's only going to be the Spanish Cup, so we are going to move along. Probably, I really want to move along down here. Villarreal and PSG. I think that's where we will be coming back to. If you enjoyed that, please pop a like on there. If you'd like to see more on YouTube channel, please subscribe. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. Thank you.